reading that book will not turn you into that person. I agree that buying books and reading books are two totally different hobbies. You can buy tons and tons of books and never read any of them. You sometimes never have to buy a book, but can still read a lot through library and borrowing it and etc. Also, buying a book is way more instant gratification than actually going through all those pages, because reading a book requires a lot of time and also a lot of your mental energy and sometimes even physical energy, because if you think about it, when your health is really not at the best, you have to be in this constant pose of reading something, which can aggravate the pain more. But buying book is way easier, especially if you're using an ebook. Then it becomes literally just a one click away to buy another book and another book, and it is way more tempting to purchase one and you see that discount mark, and it can be yours just with one swipe. But also, purchasing books give you the illusion of becoming your fantasy self. For example, every book influencers you see on social media who you think are sophisticated and well read and very affluent read this dark academia book, and you think that maybe if I read this book, I will become more like that person. It's almost the same as a car advertisement or makeup advertisement, because it's more like you are purchasing the image of that product. But it is an illusion, right? Reading that book will not turn you into that person. You might attain similar values by reading that book, but that wouldn't mean that you will turn into that person exactly. And I'm not saying I'm on a high ground and not do that. I do that often. I do that, I think, a lot. Even if I don't see that someone I aspire to be is reading that book, I sometimes buy a certain book because I feel like if I buy that, or if I imagine myself reading that book, I will become this better version of myself. So maybe I'm using purchasing books as a mean to optimize myself. And I think reading books can be really for pure entertainment. Not everything has to be optimization and bettering yourself. You can just read a book for fun or for political reasons or any other reasons that you might have when you pick up that book. But with social media, especially how the algorithm prefers this specific keyword, it's very easy to attach some books to this one archetype. In other words, to become this person, you have to read these books. I think that is a little bit different from liking a certain genre, because it's more like you are very into that tropes or how the story goes. But if you're reading certain books to become this specific type of person, I think it's more like you're picking that book to mold yourself into someone else. To be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with reading a book in any kinds of way, because it is our individual freedom to decide what to read and how to read it. If you enjoy books way more by following a specific archetype or person, why not? It's just that it doesn't work for me personally, because I get tired of one genre or one kind of theme very easily. So I have to switch a genre and theme or the type of writing quite a lot. If I read the same genre or same author or kind of similar themes consecutively, I start to mix up those books. So I don't remember which book is which. I can distinguish the feeling that I had with each book, but I cannot really tell the technical differences between them. If I get hooked on a series and if I read those books constantly without inserting any books in between, those books become a whole lump of thing that I cannot really tell which is which. So that was my thinking on buying books and reading books. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any opinions about this, please let me know in the comments. Catch you guys later. Bye!